students, in this lecture we are going to do some important examples of class Mammalia. Let us start with the first one. Duck-billed platypus. Scientific name is Ornithorhynchus. Subclass Prototheria. Subclass Prototheria is also called as Monotremes. Mono means single, treme means opening. They do have a single opening, don't they? What is that opening called? You will tell me. Write it down in the comments. So these are egg-laying mammals. They are oviparous. The snout is modified into a bill similar to a duck. That's why it's called as duck-billed platypus. And this bill has electroreceptors similar to what were present in the chondrichthyes, which is to detect signals coming out from the prey hidden under the sand, etc. So these electroreceptors help the duck-billed platypus in receiving the electric stimuli coming out from the prey. Okay, and as such it can capture them. Detect electric impulses from prey. The tail is flat. It's a swimming adaptation, and the feet are webbed. This is also a swimming adaptation. Mammary glands present, but nipples are absent. So the milk oozes out onto skin and the young one just laps it up. They are found in Tasmania and Australia. Moving on to the second example. Spiny anteater. Scientific name of which is Tachyglossus. It's also known as Echidna. This one also belongs to subclass Prototheria. So this is also a monotreme. It's oviparous. It's a toothless adult animal. The young one has teeth, but they are lost in adulthood. The adults are toothless. It has a long sticky tongue which enables it to feed on the ants, ant-eating adaptation. It feeds on ants. Its hair is modified into spines, and its distribution is in Australia and in New Guinea. Moving on to the third example, kangaroo. Macropus, important example, infraclass. Metatheria, also known as marsupials. This is a pouched mammal. The pouch is known as marsupial. All those characteristic features that we discussed for marsupials will be applicable over here, right? Placenta is very short-lived. They are viviparous. The young one is born very immature. It's so immature, it's the size of a jelly bean, it seems. Have you seen a jelly bean? It's so immature. It cannot survive outside. It has to find its way back into the pouch and attach itself inside the pouch to one of the nipple and feed on the milk and continue to grow there for 8 to 12 months. Only then the development will be completed, and after that it will detach itself and it can come out of the marsupial. Only female mammals have the marsupial, the pouch. It can go inside again just to stay and feed on the milk. Continues to grow in marsupium. Okay, the distribution is in Australia and Tasmania. Next example we'll take of rodents, that is rats and mice. They belong to the infraclass Eutheria. Under Eutheria, they belong to the order Rodentia. There is this order Rodentia, and then there is another order that is called Lagomorpha, which have quite a bit of similarities amongst them. Okay, we will discuss both of them together. So this order Rodentia will have the rats and all these rodents like rats, mice. The Lagomorpha will have the rabbits, hare, etc. But there will be mostly similarities between both of them, but there are some differences. The difference is that the Rodentia will have a single pair of incisors on the upper jaw, whereas the Lagomorpha will have two pairs of incisors on the upper jaw. That is the major difference. And then there are other differences also. We will see one pair of incisors on upper jaw. This is the major point, okay? And then they also have one pair of incisors on lower jaw as well. These incisors are known to continuously grow, so much so that the rodents are forced to gnaw these ever-growing teeth onto something so that there is wear and tear, and so that the growth of the incisors may be controlled. If they happen to not gnaw on anything and keep their growth in check, then you know what will happen? The incisors will grow so much that it can even lead to the death of these rodents. That is the reason why the rodents have to continually gnaw onto something to keep the size of the incisors in check. Therefore, rodents have a gnawing habit. Enamel is only on upper side to maintain chisel-like shape of incisors. Okay, chisel-like shape is this one. The enamel will be only on the upper side, not on the lower side, so that the shape of the teeth will be in this manner. manner so that there is more wear and tear on the lower side so that the chisel-like shape of the teeth is maintained. So enamel is only on the upper side. And there is something called as diastema. Diastema present. What is meant by diastema, If you look at the jaws, they have the incisors, alright, and there is a long gap between the premolars. Okay, on both the sides you will see there is a long gap between the incisors and the premolars. Clear? So this long gap that they have, is known as the diastema. Long gap between incisors and premolars. This helps them in their herbivore feeding habit, and the same diastema will be also found in the Lagomorphs. So that's a similarity between the Rodentia and the Lagomorpha. Now we look at the next order, that is Lagomorpha. So next example I'm citing is of rabbit and hare that belong to order. All the examples that we're going to do after this are of Eutheria. Okay, this one belongs to the order Lagomorpha. And like I told you, there are two pairs of incisors on upper jaw. This is the major difference. This question had appeared in some exam. One large, one small pair, one pair of lower incisors. Diastema will be present. One peculiar habit of this order Lagomorpha is their coprophagy habit. They are coprophagous, means they eat their own fecal pellets, okay, because the feces that is passed out once will have incompletely digested cellulose, so they will eat that partially digested food, okay, back again, so that the cellulose in it is completely digested. That habit of eating feces is known as coprophagy, which the Lagomorphs show. Coprophagy present. Eat fecal pellets to digest cellulose completely. We will continue with the examples of class Mammalia in the next lecture. In the name of Lord Mahadev, please subscribe